The Valerian High Command found humanity hilarious. Captain Thexmore leaned back in his command throne aboard the dreadnought Eternal Dominance, his triple-jointed limbs relaxed as he watched the tactical display. His officers chittered with amusement, their bioluminescent markings pulsing in patterns that translated to laughter across their species. These humans actually believe they can negotiate. His second officer, Cryonael, clicked her mandibles together in what passed for a chuckle among Valorians. Their entire military couldn't scratch our shields. Look at their fleet, 300 vessels. We have 3,000 in this battle group alone. The diplomatic channel crackled to life. Admiral Sarah Chen's face appeared on the viewscreen, her expression carefully neutral despite the contempt radiating from the alien bridge crew. Captain Thexmore, she began, her voice steady. The United Earth Coalition requests that you withdraw from our territorial space. We have no quarrel with the Valerian Empire. Thexmore's laughter boomed through the bridge, a sound like grinding metal. Territorial space? You primitives discovered faster than light travel nearly 50 years ago. We have ruled this sector for 10,000 cycles. He leaned forward, his predatory eyes gleaming. Your territory exists because we allow it. Your species survives because we find you amusing. Around him, the bridge crew erupted in clicks and whistles of agreement. The Valorians had conquered 17 species in the past millennium. They were the apex predators of this arm of the galaxy, their military might unmatched, their technology centuries beyond anything humanity possessed. Then let me be clear, Admiral Chen continued, unfazed by the mockery. Leave now, or face the consequences. The entire bridge fell silent for a moment before exploding into hysterical laughter. Thexmore wiped a phosphorescent tear from his eye. Consequences? From you? He gestured to his tactical officer. Show her what consequences look like. The Eternal Dominance powered up its main plasma cannon, a weapon that could vaporize a small moon. Energy readings spiked across every sensor as the dreadnought aimed directly at Earth's largest orbital station, home to 15,000 civilians. You have 30 seconds to witness true power, Thexmore announced. Then you have 30 days to prepare your surrender. We will take Earth as a colony world. Your people will serve the Empire, and you should be grateful we're offering servitude instead of extinction. Admiral Chan's expression didn't change. Captain, I gave you a chance. Remember that. Pathetic to the Thexmore began, but his words died as every alarm on the bridge screamed to life simultaneously. Sir, his tactical officer's voice cracked with panic. We have contacts. Multiple contacts decloaking. What? Thexmore surged from his throne. Where? Everywhere. The tactical display transformed from a simple showing of human and Valerian positions into a nightmare of red warning markers. Ships materialized out of nowhere, not in front of the Valerian fleet, not behind it, but within it. Between the dreadnoughts, beside the cruisers, underneath the carriers. They had been there the entire time. Human warships, sleek and predatory, their hulls inscribed with designations that would haunt Valerian history: Silent Hunter, Ghost Protocol, Phantom's Breath, Unseen Death. Hundreds of them, each one positioned with surgical precision at the most vulnerable points of every Valerian vessel. Impossible! Cryonael shrieked. Our sensors show nothing. Even now, the quantum scanners register empty space. Because you're looking for the wrong thing, Admiral Chen's voice cut through the chaos. You assumed we'd match your technology, try to compete with your shields and weapons. You thought we'd fight like you do, loud, proud, and obvious. Thexmore's claws scraped against his command console. What have you done? We studied you, Captain. For 50 years, every time a Valerian ship passed through human space, we learned. We watched how you conquered the Theshan cluster, how you crushed the Meridian Confederation. You always won the same way: overwhelming force, superior firepower, technological dominance. On the viewscreen, Admiral Chen's expression finally shifted, not to anger, but to something far more terrifying: cold, calculated satisfaction. So we didn't try to beat you at your own game. We created a new one. Our cloaking technology doesn't work like yours, she continued. You bend light, manipulate sensors. We studied something older, something from Earth's oceans. We learned from the creatures that survived when bigger, stronger predators should have eaten them. We learned to become invisible by becoming irrelevant. A human science officer appeared beside Chen. Valerian sensors look for energy signatures, mass displacement, quantum fluctuations, all the things that matter in your warfare. Our ships produce none of those. We use zero-point energy that doesn't register on your spectrum. Our hulls are made from metamaterials that don't interact with your scanning frequencies. We're not hidden from your sensors, Captain. We simply don't exist to them. Thexmore's mind raced. If this was true, if humans could move undetected through Valerian space. Every battle you've won in the past decade, Admiral Chen said softly. Every military exercise, every fleet movement, every tactical discussion in your War Council chambers. We were there. Listening. Learning. Watching you laugh at us. The color drained from Thexmore's face, or rather, his bioluminescence dimmed to almost nothing. You're bluffing. If you had this capability, you would have used it. Used it for what? To start a war we didn't need? To prove ourselves to species that mocked us? Chen shook her head. We're not conquerors, Captain. We never wanted an empire. We just wanted to be left alone. But you couldn't. Do that, could you? You had to push. You had to threaten. She leaned forward, and for the first time, Thexmore saw the predator behind the diplomat's mask. Every one of your ships currently has 3 human vessels positioned at critical points. Your engines, your weapons arrays, your life support. One command from me, and your entire fleet becomes debris. You wouldn't dare. The Empire would. The Empire would do what, exactly? Chen interrupted. Send more fleets? Fleets we can see coming from parsecs away? Fleets we can infiltrate before they even leave your space? Tell me, Captain, how does your mighty empire fight an enemy it can't detect? Thexmore's mandibles clicked nervously. Around him, his bridge crew sat in stunned silence. The mathematics were simple and horrifying. If humans could cloak even a fraction of their fleet, they could strike anywhere, anytime. They could be in Valerian home space right now. They could be orbiting the Imperial throne world itself. What do you want? Thexmore asked, his voice barely above a whisper. The same thing we always wanted. Peace. Respect. To be left alone. Admiral Chen's expression softened slightly. We don't want to be your enemy, Captain. We don't want to destroy your empire. But we will no longer tolerate being your joke. She gestured off-screen, and the tactical display shifted. It showed not just the current battlespace, but a map of the entire sector. Dozens, hundreds of human signatures appeared, ships that had been invisible, silent, present at every major Valerian military installation. This is a demonstration, Chen continued. We're showing you what we can do. What we have been doing. Consider it a courtesy, one civilized species to another. Now you know we're here. Now you know what we're capable of. And if we refuse to withdraw? Thexmore asked, though he already knew the answer. Then you'll learn why Earth's deadliest predators weren't the ones that roared the loudest. Admiral Chen's smile was cold. They were the ones you never heard coming. A long moment of silence stretched across the void of space. Thexmore looked at his tactical display, at the red markers surrounding every ship in his fleet. His officers waited for orders, their earlier confidence replaced with barely concealed fear. Finally, he spoke, Valerian fleet, begin withdrawal. Full retreat to the outer marker. Relief washed across Admiral Chen's face, though she hid it well. A wise decision, Captain. And Captain Thexmore? Tell your empire's leadership that humanity is willing to discuss a formal treaty. But the next time you come to our space, you come as friends, or you don't come at all. The transmission ended. As the Valerian fleet turned and began its jump to hyperspace, Thexmore sat in his throne, his mind reeling. He had commanded fleets for 40 cycles, had never lost a battle, had crushed civilizations beneath the Empire's banner. But today, he had been defeated without a single shot fired. Defeated by an enemy he never saw, by tactics he never anticipated, by a species he had dismissed as primitive. Cryan approached hesitantly. "Sir, should we inform the High Command?" Thexmore nodded slowly. "Yes. And tell them." He paused, watching as human ships began to decloak and recloak in a pattern that seemed almost like a wave goodbye. "Tell them we underestimated the humans. Tell them that the prey became predators, and we never noticed until it was too late." He turned to look at the receding blue marble of Earth, a planet that had seemed so insignificant just hours ago. "And tell them," he added quietly, "that humanity was gracious enough to let us leave alive. We should remember that mercy, because they could have ended us all, and we would never have known what killed us." As the Eternal Dominance entered hyperspace, leaving human territory behind, Thexmore made a mental note. The Valerian Empire had conquered through strength and fear for 10 millennia. But there was something more dangerous than strength, something more terrifying than fear. It was the enemy you couldn't see, the one that watched from the shadows, the one that chose mercy when they could have chosen annihilation. Humanity had taught the Valorians a lesson that day. In the vast darkness of space, the most dangerous species wasn't the one that roared the loudest. It was the one that knew how to stay silent.